Hey, you ever been out to California? You know, there's something to the West, I tell you. I mean, there's a reason so many people live out there. That sun is really something. I knew a guy that lived out on the East Coast and couldn't take it anymore. So, he sold all his stuff, which wasn't much to begin with, and bought a used Winnebago. Got her tuned up and headed out west. And knowing that guy didn't have a travel plan or a destination in mind, he just got on the road and kept on going. Hell, I think we all feel like that sometimes. It's really easy to get stuck in our ways, our patterns, day in and day out. Stuck in a rut, as they say. Anyway, when he got all the way across to the other side, to the west coast, he got to a place called Shelter Cove, California. He sent me a photo and a note that said, "Ran out of road." I guess even when you're out there running free, so to speak, you're still bound or constrained by something. Money or time or age, or in his case, literally no more road. I mean, hell, he was right there on the edge. If only there was a way to have and keep that feeling of newness and adventure without having to leave or take some exotic vacation or trip somewhere to another country. A place where you don't know the language or the customs or how the streets are laid out or where the damn toilets are. I mean, that's nerve-wracking, sure, but it's also kind of thrilling, You see it sometimes in people who've had near-death experiences, It happened to a friend of mine once who was nearly crushed to death in a construction accident, yeah. They weren't sure if he was going to live or die there for a while. But after a few weeks in recovery, he started to come around. Body started to heal itself. I'd visit him several times a week, and he was just so grateful to be alive, so excited. He knew how close he had come to the edge. He had a collapsed lung, a crushed arm, punctured leg and knee. He started making big plans about traveling, getting in shape, doing all those things he always wanted to do, And when he got out and was well enough, he did pursue those ambitions with a newfound sense of excitement for sure. But slowly over time, you could see the things sort of kind of fading, I think it happens to all of us. Really hard to keep the thrill alive, day in, day out. Especially when you're more or less doing the same thing. Anyway, I guess that's where the Winnebago comes in. Like I say, the picture's from a place called Shelter Cove, California. They got a little lighthouse there. I like to imagine when he got there to that lighthouse, that he parked his Winnebago in the parking lot, crawled over the fence and went down to the water, slipped into the ocean just as the sun was setting out there on the horizon. Motorhome still parked in the parking lot, and he swam out towards the sun, humming that tune he always hummed. Becoming less of a man and maybe more of a fish as he swam, lungs turning into gills, his feet turning into fins. Swimming with no end in sight, living out his days in the watery depths of the ocean. Like the incredible Mr. Limpet in that old movie, remember that? Falling in love with another sea creature or another fish, perhaps a beautiful mermaid. Yeah, I bet that's where he is now.